Alright, what's up guys? Looking at episode 33 of Disc in a Dash. Today I've got probably one of the weirdest discs I own, just because of how it looks. I've got the Ching Juju, which if you didn't know already, this is the company that Scott Stokely bought. He's kind of repurposed these discs to make them usable, well not usable, to make them available for the public, because they used to not be available anymore. Because Ching stopped making discs or whatever happened. I don't know. I'm kind of just speculating here. But if you didn't know, also, it has these weird little thumb tracks or thumb grips or holes in the disc. I don't know. I'll show you more when we get to the studio, which is where I'll take you after I tell you this is a 2-speed putter that is super deep. On that, I'll take you to the studio where I'll talk about this, and then I'll come back out here and throw it out there and tell you which one I like more. Alright, the Ching Juju. This is the company that Scott Stokely had bought and has kind of recreated it by repurposing some of their molds and making it into one of his companies, along with, I believe, Stokely discs, which I do not have a disc from there yet. I'm hoping to get one here soon. But we've got the Ching Juju, which is their putter, 24-10. You'll see if those flight numbers are accurate in a little bit, but it is super deep. I will tell you that right now. It's super deep, and these weird, like, little thumb hold places get farther and farther the farther you go from the top. So here, they're right here. It's super close, but then once you get down here, it's super far. So depending on your hand size is how much you need on this disc. So, but let's get to the dimensions. So rim depth is 1.5. Like I was saying, it's super deep. Diameter is 21.3. The average putter diameter. Rim width is 0.8. If you were to do the calculations on the rim width to flight number, this would technically be a 1-speed, I believe. I'm not 100%. I do know the glitch is like this, and the Berg is like this, and the proximity mine, which I've reviewed on this channel before, is also 0.8. But that's it, it's a 2-speed. So anyways, height is 2.2 centimeters. It is super, it's got a heartbeat. That's actually really hard to hear. I can barely hear it. And then max weight is 176. This is 173. So it's close to max weight. This disc feels weird on backhand because these dimples go out on the bottom. Like, you can see that perfectly right there. So when you grip it, if you were to grip power grip or even fan grip, you're gripping another one of the dimples that's right by it. Like, if my finger was in this one, I'd be gripping onto this one with my pinky touching this one. So it kind of just feels weird if you're throwing it. If you're power gripping it, it feels normal, but I normally grip my putters like this and not like this. So it kind of just feels weird. Let's get out to the field where I'll throw them, and then we'll come back in here for my final review. Alright, you saw those throws a little more overstable than the flight numbers suggest, but it also is a -10, so it basically means it's pretty straight. I would say this disc is deep for my hands, and I don't find a comfortable hand location. I mean, like, this one's probably the closest, maybe even this one, but otherwise, my fingers are just always touching this, unless I go all the way to the bottom right here. Then they're just barely missing it. But it is very glidey. This thing glides for a while, which is kind of why it's super domey probably.
If I were to bag this, I do not bag it right now. But if I were to, I would probably use it mostly for like approach shots within like 150 feet, where my distortion or harp would be a little too glidey and a little too overstable for it. Where I could just give this like a slight hyzer angle, maybe a little flip up, and then it'll finish. I might bring this out and test it for like a throwing putter slot, but for right now, it's not going to be in the bag. As I was saying, the -1 turn, it holds a little straighter, and if you throw it with less power, you will see that turn. But on full power, I'm not seeing that turn as much. Let's get to the rating on this disc. I would give it a 7.20 out of 10. So that doesn't put it in the top 5, but it still puts it in the top, what episode is this, 32? Top 32. So, there'll be more Disc in a Dash videos coming out. I've got a Doomsday video coming out here in a little bit. Put in the comments below if you want me to do a series where I go around to all these different courses and kind of play them and give them a rating, like what Bodanza's been doing, or what Foundation Disc Golf has been doing. Like a little like course conquest series, but I don't try and conquest the course. I kind of just go there, like try and shoot a good round, but I just try and like give a good rating, tell if you guys are like kind of give an idea of what you would get if you go to this course. I'll probably do that starting up pretty soon. Definitely I'll get one by middle of November because I'll be going to North Dakota. So put in the comments also what courses I should play in North Dakota. Because I've already got one in mind, but I need your guys' help finding other ones. Anyways, that's it. I'm probably going to go play around a disc golf here later on. I don't have any homework, so I can kind of just chill. That's it. See ya.